This is Mr. Elmhorst with the help video for the Rational Numbers and Operations minor grade. So just taking a look at question number 1, showing your work on your paper, we're going to evaluate the expression. And the way we did it in class, we're going to stack these integers. We have positives and negatives. And we're going to look at whether it is going in the positive or negative direction. So we have positive going to the right and negative going to the left. So if they're going in different directions, then you're going to find the difference. So 15 minus 9, you just go ahead and subtract those. All right, number 2, the division process, this is how you would put it into a calculator, but for 7th grade math, we're going to have to do long division. So the first number goes inside long division, and then the second number goes outside when you're going to divide this by hand. Now in 6th grade, we should have learned that if we see a decimal here on the outside, we have to deal with that. And the way we deal with it is removing it, but when we move it on the outside, we move the place value on the inside also. So basically, we are dividing 65 divided by 5. How many times does 5 go into 6? 1. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract and finish that. So, I did not mean to click on that. So number 3, some students get confused with the parentheses. The parentheses is not telling you to do anything here. It's just separating that number. Now it's a negative rational number, and it's rational because of the decimal 0.4. So what we're going to do is multiply 71 and 4/10 times 5 decimal 2. Now, depending on what you learned in 6th grade, you're going to move the decimal over to remove it. There's one decimal place value here, one decimal place value here. So down in your answer, you need to move it over 2 spots. Now you just go ahead and multiply. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. Cross the decimal place value out that you just multiplied, and then go down and cross that spot out down below. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. And 5 times 7 is 35. So you're going to add up your multiples down below, and I think I put multiply instead of add. You're going to add up the 2 rows down below and then put the decimal in your answer. So after you multiply and get your total, we have to keep in mind that we multiplied a positive times a negative. So your answer is going to be negative. Number 4, we have 1 year on Venus is equal to 224 and 7/10 days on Earth. So each day, each year is equal to that many days. So if you're going to change the years by multiplying by 9.5, then you're going to change the days by multiplying by 9.5. So we got 224.7 times 9 and 5/10. Move your decimal over to remove it. There's 1 here, there's 1 here. So down in your answer, you need to put 2 decimal place values back in your answer. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 3 is 23. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11. When you are done multiplying the decimal place value, cross both of those out and then continue multiplying. So we go to the 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 9 times 4 is 36 plus 6 is 42. 9 times 2 is 18 plus 4 is 22. And 9 times 2 is 18 plus 2 is 20. So you have the multiples from the 5 and the multiples from the 9. Now go ahead and add them to find your total. Okay, looking at number 5, we got Fatima paid for 5 pallets of grass to be delivered. So we have grass and we have delivery. So each pallet has cost, and we got 5 of those, and we have delivery cost. So we got $129.95, and it looks like we need to multiply that by 5. So then 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 2 is 47. 5 times 9 is 45 plus 4 is 49. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 4 is 14. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So we're going to take this number. Don't forget your decimal place value, 1, 2. And then we're going to put the cost of the delivery in there. So this is going to be grass, delivery, and then total. So number 6, mapping things out with a visual can help you out a little bit. So it looks like we have the temperature is 4 p.m. and it started at 8 degrees Celsius. So it started at 8, and then it went to 10 p.m. So this is 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Just mapping it out can help you keep track of how many hours we were talking about. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 4 p.m. and then each one of these, the temperature is decreasing by 2.5. Now, if you're a visual person, you could help map it out. Now, the other thing is you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're talking about 6 hours. So the temperature went down for 6 hours. So the other way to do this is multiply by 6. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry the 3. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 3 is 15. Or, yeah. So we got one decimal place value. So how much did the temperature decrease over those 6 hours? It started at 8 and it went down 15 degrees. So then you're going to check and see what is the ending temperature. Carrie's account is negative 24. Catherine is 3 times that. So we got negative 24 times 3. And we follow the rule, a negative times a number that is not negative is still going to be negative. Our previous lesson on subtracting integers, write the expression on your paper, and anytime we see a negative being subtracted, the negative being subtracted is canceling each other, it's taking it away. So the double negative, if you take away negatives, it means you're getting more positive. So another way to write this is 18 plus negative 3. So we have 18 plus negative 3 or negative 3 plus 18. 18 is going positive. Negative 3 is going negative. You need to find the difference. Almost done here. Number 9. Who had the greatest amount? So look at the two expressions. We have negative 16 and positive 2. these are going in different directions. One's going positive, one's going negative. So you're going to subtract these numbers. So it looks like Claudio had negative 14. And Patrick, we have 16 and then negative 2. Patrick is going positive and then positive 16 and then negative 2. They're going in different directions, so you need to find the difference. And go ahead and answer the question once you find the difference. Okay, I did not mean to click that. Looks like Leah went shopping. She's got a shirt, slacks, and a skirt. So in order to find the total amount she paid, she needs to add up the dollar amounts. I would have you focus on the whole numbers and lining up your whole numbers. So, and then putting the decimal place values in there. So 59, 25, and then $9 is 0, 0. So we're going to add to find the total, add your whole numbers, and then add your decimals. 9 plus 5 is 14. 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the decimal down. 9, 14, 15, 16. And we have 2, 3, 4. So it looks like Leah spent $46.84. However, it's asking how much change should she get back. So we're going to take $50 and then we're going to subtract how much she spent.